Alright, I want to talk about Yugoloth Potions. I've been wanting to do a video for this for a while, and I feel like they're kind of a forgotten about thing. Or maybe a better way to say it is that I think a lot of new players don't know about Yugoloth Potions. These are pretty significant things. You get access to the Yugoloth Alchemist vendor once you get 75 Yugoloth favor. And to get Yugoloth favor, literally only 5 quests in the game that give you a favor. I mean, you've got it's Tower of Despair raid and then the 4 flagging quests. You don't have to do the raid to get your 75 favor, but you will have to do all 4 of the flagging quests and at least 2 of them on elite, and I think maybe 3 even, and then but 1 you could do on hard. Anyways, if you just did all 4 of them on elite, that would give you enough favor to get access to the Yugoloth Alchemist. But like a lot of newer players aren't running this stuff because this is just so old school. There's not really any loot that comes from those quests that are meaningful. That's meaningful, so like nobody really runs this content anymore. So I think like a lot of new players just don't even know how the quests work. Which I do have tutorials up for the quests because like Genesis Point can be really confusing for a new player. So I have a tutorial that talks about like what all the 100 million levers, buttons, and valves do in that quest. And I have videos up for the other ones as well, like how to do the end fight and New Invasion, and so on. Yugoloth Potions are stat potions, stacking stat potions. They give +2 to a stat, and it stacks with everything else. And it lasts for 15 minutes. Like this one right here, Essence of Desire. This gives me +2 stacking Constitution. That lasts for 15 minutes. And there's one for every stat. How wonderful is that? But wait, there's more. Every single Yugoloth potion has not only a bonus of +2 to a stat, but also has an additional benefit beyond +2 to a stat. So like the Constitution potion, for example, gives the other bonus that it gives is 20 hit points. So in addition to the hit points I gain from just getting +2 con, I get an additional 20 hit points that stack on top of that. So you're running a tough raid or something like that. You're looking for a little extra survivability? Yugoloth Constitution Potion. Hell yeah. Sign me up. So every Yugoloth potion has +2 to a stat, plus an additional benefit. Like the Intelligence one gives +2 to Intelligence and regenerates regenerates spell points over time. Wow. How can I do that? But wait, there's more. There's also a penalty to using every one of the Yugoloth potions. Wah, wah. So you don't just want to just drink them all willy-nelson. You want to be careful about which Yugoloth potions you drink. Now first, like I said, you'll need 75 Yugoloth favor to get access to this guy. So you're going to talk to the patron here. This is a Jan. Once you get 75 favor, and then that will open up this guy as Daff, the Wary, the Yugoloth Alchemist. And then he'll start selling you these things, which are like, 1,000 platinum each. Of course, they're a little bit lower because I have decent charisma. In any event, you also get marks of Yugoloth here used in Caneth crafting. So here's the 6 different stat potions. And I like to, about every 5th life or so, I get my 75 Yugoloth favor because I don't do those quests, every life. It's just when I need Yugoloth potions, I'll do them. And then I'll buy like 500 Yugoloth potions, and that'll last me through the next handful of lives or whatever. But let's take a look at, there's a nice table on the wiki. And I'll give you guys a link that are watching this live, and I'll put a link in the video description for those of you who end up watching this on the YouTube machine. There's the link for the favor, or for the table that I'm looking at. So it shows you what the benefits of each potion are and what the penalty is as well. So like I said, you want to make sure that you are familiar with the penalties before you start drinking these potions, because some of them are pretty serious penalties and you're not going to want them on some builds. So the Essence of Betrayal gives +2 stacking dexterity. Stacks with everything. It also gives you +6 sneak attack but +4 after penalty. Your penalty is -2 attack bonus. For the Essence of Cunning, that gives +2 stacking intelligence, also regenerates your spell points slowly over time. It's like 1 spell point for 6 or 10 seconds or something like that, but they'll last for 15 minutes, so that does add up. But the penalty to using that is -50% fortification. Now, if you're a caster, if you're an intelligence-based caster and you're already sitting at a couple hundred fort, who cares if you're -50% fort, right? +2 stacking intelligence is going to help you hit some DCs that may be out of reach. And in fact, if you can couple these up with like remnant potions, right? For remnant, for your remnants, you can go to the Monster Hunter in the Hall of Heroes and get your remnant potions. And this stacks with remnant potions. So if you had a remnant potion and an Essence of Cunning, that's +4 to intelligence. That's +2 to your spell DCs. That's a meaningful boost that you can get just out of potions. Your Essence of Desire, which is the Constitution Yugoloth Potion, in addition to +2 Constitution, that's stacked with everything, you get 20 stacking hit points that also stacks with everything. So that's 50 total hit points if you're level 30, because you'd be getting 30 extra hit points at level 30 from having 2 additional con, and then 20 hit points on top of that adds to a total of 50 extra hit points just for drinking a potion. But the penalty with the Constitution Potion is -5% melee attack speed. So melees probably don't want to go drinking that, right? But if you're ranged, or you're a tank, or you're a caster, who cares about melee attack speed, right? All right, the next one is the Essence of Despair that gives +2 stacking wisdom, and you get +4 natural armor. It doesn't stack with other sources of natural armor, though, but the wisdom does stack. But you get -4 to reflex save, so if your reflex saves suck, you might not want to have an Essence of Despair. You get your Essence of Fury, which is +2 stacking strength, and you get +8 to will saves against fear, or just +4 after the penalty, because your penalty associated with the Essence of Fury is -4 to your will save. Your Essence of Seduction is +2 stacking charisma, and +8 fortitude saves against poison, +4 after the penalty, because your penalty is -4 fortitude saves. So if you didn't know about Yugoloth Potions, check them out. They're pretty nice. I like to use them. I use them on my DC casters. I like to use the Constitution pots on my tanks. Really nice. Like I said, your stat bonuses that you get from them stack with everything. They all come with another bonus as well, but do make sure that you're familiar with the penalty for each before you just drink them all the time, because some of these penalties you're not going to want to have on certain builds. So if you didn't know about Yugoloth Potions, now you do. Hell yeah.